Howdy High Tides, I'm Jed Hoffman with Beach Film News. Sunday was the Oscars. Congratulations to all the Oscar winners. I hope your favorite movie or actor won. Now, here is my brother Isaac with his thing about the film festival.
Hey guys, Isaac here. Now, I know that we were just talking about the Oscars, but it's time to talk about our very own little film ceremony, the film festival. Now, the deadline to submit your film is only a few weeks away. So today, I'm going to talk about one of the last steps before submitting, editing. Now, editing might seem really complicated, but it's actually quite simple. There are higher end apps like Adobe Premiere or Sony Vegas, and sure, those cost money and you have to learn how to use them. But at the same time, there are free options for people of any skill level. If you're more advanced but don't want to shell out ridiculous amounts of cash for a bad program like Adobe Premiere, you can use Blackmagic Design's DaVinci Resolve, which is completely free. Or if you want to go with something a little bit more accessible, if you don't want to learn how to edit, which, I mean, to be fair, it is pretty annoying, you can use something like iMovie. Now, editing, again, it seems complicated, but it's actually quite simple. All you have to do is get the shots in order and slam them all together. I'm not going to pretend to be some sort of editing tutorial. There are plenty of YouTube videos for that. But I just want you to know, again, make those films, submit them to the deadline. It's all good. Happy Oscars. Back to you, Jed.
Thank you, Isaac. Now, let's talk about the life and death of Prince Philip.
Good morning, High Tides. As most of us know, Prince Philip was someone important to society, and the history behind him and what he has done is very interesting. Philip Mountbatten, also known as Duke of Edinburgh, was born on the island of Corfu in Greece on June 10, 1921. As members of Greek and Danish royalty, Philip and his family were banished from his native country when he was only 18 months old. In the meantime, he lived in France, Germany, and Britain. He joined the Royal Navy in 1939, aged 18, accomplishing many things throughout his time there. As he served on board the HMS Valiant and was involved in the Battle of Crete, he saw dozens of Royal Navy ships sunk or damaged. In July 1943, at the age of just 22, he was credited with saving the HMS Wallis, which came under heavy bombardment during the invasion of Sicily. In fact, he was the first ever member of the royal family to be interviewed on television in 1961. Elizabeth developed a crush on Philip, and they started their relationship. They were then married on November 20th, 1947, at Westminster Abbey in a ceremony broadcast throughout the world by radio. Prince Philip was also related to Queen Elizabeth as his first cousin. On the morning of the wedding, Philip became the Duke of Edinburgh, Earl of Merioneth, and Baron Greenwich. He married Queen Elizabeth II before her ascension to the British throne in 1952 and also left military service. During World War II, he served in the British Navy while in-law family members were on the opposing Axis side of the conflict. Philip made a huge sacrifice in order to join the British royal family. He had to be nothing but British himself, so as his relationship with Elizabeth grew more serious, Philip actually gave up all of his Greek and Danish titles and adopted his mother's family name of Mountbatten to become a naturalized British subject. He served as the Queen's consort for more than 6 decades, having accompanied her in nearly 251 official duties and appearances throughout the world. Philip wasn't British. He was tied to the Greek and Danish royal families, although he did have family ties to England. Within his family, he played polo and competed in carriage and boat racing, with piloting airplanes, oil painting, and art collecting also included in his hobbies. While he loved carriage racing, he created a sport out of it, where competition did take place. He was the longest-serving consort of a reigning British monarch and the longest-lived male member of the British royal family. Philip retired from his royal duties on August 2, 2017, age 96, having completed 22,219 solo engagements, 5,493 speeches, and a member of over 780 organizations since 1952. Additionally, he particularly participated in those focused on the environment, athletics, and education. Philip created a Youth Achievement Award established way back in 1956, which is based on personal achievements. The program is available in over 140 countries around the world and has helped millions of teens develop confidence, know how to face challenges, and succeed in adulthood. Philip also used to love writing books based on the environment, horses, and other animal subjects. Unfortunately, he passed away the morning of April 9, 2021, in the Windsor Castle at age 99, and no cause of death has been given since his family wants it to be unknown to the public. On the day of his funeral, April 17, 2021, everyone, including his close friends and family, were devastated due to the fact that he had already been gone. For more in-depth of the history of the royal family, there's a movie on Netflix called The Crown.
Well, that was a great in-depth look at the life of Prince Philip. Now, let's take a peek at the celebration of clerical employees.
What are we doing, Miss Rara?
We are celebrating you.
So why are we
Yes.
here?
It is. We're celebrating. Somebody else behind you.
Rita, come on in.
Come on in.
We're celebrating.
Gather around. We cannot be here for more than 15 minutes. No, we are celebrating all of our clerical, all of these special people today. And this whole week, we really want to celebrate you every day. But, today especially, we want to recognize you and know what you're worth. You mean a lot to us. And this school does not function without you. So you are truly the face and the backbone of Beach High.
Yes,
So
you are.
we love you.
Where's Janai? Why didn't she come? She doesn't come to this. What do you mean? She always has this moment where she doesn't come. And we're grateful. We're grateful.
We're
We
grateful here.
appreciate you.
Yes.
Thank you.
This is to celebrate all of you today. So we got you a little something, a little token to take with you. Every single one of the coffee mugs is personalized for you.
I see
So make sure that you don't get gas. Pick the one with the right name.
Oh my God. Thank you so
And the
much.
message is perfect, Miss.
Perfect message.
Yeah.
Oh, I
you
love
got
that.
coffee, donuts, and a coffee mug.
Yes, you want
Yes.
the message is perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
All right, I want to get a picture. Let me get a picture. Hold on, we need a picture with the group.
Okay, can everybody get together?
Yeah, you should be.
Okay, go.
Oh, we got 7 minutes left. Let's go.
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 Come on, Mr. Leslie.
Let me be the legal.
Hidai says the only one that's missing.
Let your I text her.
Smile.
Carolyn. Look at Miss.
I like it.
Look at Miss Jane. Catch it.
Look at Miss Jane.
Clara, mira para acá, por
Oh,
favor.
sorry. Miss Jane has that
Focus,
look.
focus.
Yay!
Does anybody have anything to say?
I'm very happy. I feel very
Teamwork makes the
Thank you.
dream work.
Thank you for all you do every single day.
Leslie, Kayla,
We appreciate all of you.
Miss Washington, over
Big
here.
appreciation. Much love. Much love.
Clara, Mesa.
Kayla, that's yours.
Mesa, Mesa, don't be taking no cups. Mira, Isa. Let's go, break open those munchkins. Start it. Dale, Chris. I'm gonna munchkins.
Oh,
Okay, yes, please.
And then I got
Bring me that stuff. Okay.
I'm doing it right now. I just found the
Okay, perfect. I have a Zoom meeting. Okay, I will be going in about 10:45. Okay, can you get it before then?
Okay.
Come and wrap it up.
Just someone take you
Enjoy. Thank you. Enjoy very much. Thank you. Oh, good.
Thank you. Miss Pierce.
That was perfect.
Do you want to deliver Mr. Mack, or would you like for her to deliver Mr. Mack? Because it's on her.
It's right up your hallway.
I can do
Mr.
it.
Mack, we love you.
You want me to come?
Mr. Mack, we appreciate you.
I'm here wording out Mac.
Appreciate you very much.
Let me.
Miss Pierce is gonna take you your mug
Yes.
and your little
Now you can add lovely smell to your office when you make your coffee.
Well, a special thank you to all staff. Now, let's take a look at everyone's favorite segment, This Week in History.
Good morning, High Tides. Let's get back to This Week in History. To start this week's segment, on April 27th, 1822, Ulysses S. Grant was born. Prior to becoming the 18th President of the United States, Ulysses S. Grant was the commanding general of the U.S. Army during the Civil War and the Secretary of War under Andrew Johnson. During his 2 terms, Grant worked on stabilizing the economy after the Civil War and reuniting the healing nation. To follow that, on April 27, 1954, the movie White Christmas, featuring the songs of Irving Berlin, included the title song White Christmas, starring Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye, opened at the Radio City Music Hall. The original song White Christmas was originally heard for the first time in 1942 film Holiday Inn, starring Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire. After that, on April 29, 1958, the Broadway musical My Fair Lady opened for its first night in London with Rex Harrison as Professor Higgins and Julie Andrews playing Eliza Doolittle. Tickets for the show cost just over £1. The first month was sold out before opening night. And to conclude this week's segment, on April 30th, 1789, George Washington was inaugurated as the first President of the United States at Federal Hall in New York City. New York City was the first capital of the United States. Well, High Tides, that's it for This Week in History. Make sure to check in for the next one, and I will see you later.
Well, episode's about to come to an end, which means time for Second Opinion. Last week, we asked you, the viewers, animals or plants? The answer, animals. This week's question, who do you think should have won Best Picture during the Oscars? Either click that link in the description or check out that QR code to answer that question. Well, with Beach Film News, I've been you. Goodbye.